Hi, I'm Nate the Bias User, and today I'm going to be reviewing this new Young Fathers album, Heavy Heavy. Young Fathers is a Scottish band I am new to, and this new record is not one I regret starting with. The intro, Rice, is a soulful adventure having a lot of spirit, to the group clapping and singing, and there's playful noises all around. I Saw was just as exciting, and the irony is there were chill vocals at certain points that ended up working, but so did the times when the vocals got loud and made a lot of static. But the entire track ended up progressing into being just as, if not more louder. And I can't leave this track without bringing up the beeping that sounded amazing backing up the drums. The track Drums is an energetic part of the album, with singing feeling very Perel in attitude, and this was not a bad track to have that in. And the beginning had an enjoyable balance of rapping and singing that made a good blend. I wasn't thrown off an inch, and there was an experimentation of loud percussions blowing me away in the song's progression. The start of Tell Somebody has piano organs that give out a post-rock-esque beginning I can't complain about, but I will complain about the uninteresting direction it goes in its 3 minutes that might have been interesting if it went further, but to the thrills of the song, we have the sound of a bass drum and cymbals crashing that did not sound well mixed, even with the spacey vocals feathering it up. It gets better from here though. Tell Somebody is unequivocally my least favorite of the record. Geronimo wasn't the most out there cut at the start, but the tapping bass on top of the bass vibrating was something else, and I received little to no boredom from it. But it wasn't a problem when the low, but still catchy piano play and swaying vocals worked alongside, especially since it also sounds great. Ululation was crazy raw, and yet they were able to make a wonderland out of it in its happy piano work and low static guitar. I see this track as a statement of making a good thing out of the worst possible conditions. Even on Sink or Swim, there's elements of happiness found on a piano you can barely hear, but know it's there and has an impact. Moly is another energetic piece, and it's so much more exciting in its windy production. And the different stuff joining in, like the vocals, going from chanting to rapping, to one person being high-pitched, to a deep Jamaican accent whose voice is scratching, making it well humanized. I also want to acknowledge the loud and heavy group of violins that gave an Arcade Fire feel that was appropriate in the song's progression. Then there's the album's closer, Be Your Lady, where I found the loose piano and the ambient parts to be flavorful, but I was sold hard on the bass getting spammed while keeping rhythm that had the track shaking. I love it. Much like this Young Fathers record as a whole, Heavy Heavy was a really fun, cultural feeling album. And outside the only dud on here, Tell Somebody, there isn't much I can honestly hate. Even if individual tracks have some spots that pale in comparison to its best, I'm still wanting to give this album a 7.8. I also have other videos. One is going to be right next to me or somewhere. And make sure to like and subscribe.